Hi there, this is Tom Peters for proshare.audio, the #1 demo sharing and submission platform. Submit your demo to over 4,000 labels and get your tracks released. Today we're going to take a look at the Smart Reverb by Sonible, and we're also about to give away a complete studio bundle by Sonible, and that's worth over 300 euros. It has all these amazing plugins which will improve your workflow and your quality. Let's dive into it.
People always got something to say, but you just can't be afraid. Always follow your own way.
So there we are with the Smart Reverb. It's a new plugin by Sonible. It's the latest addition to the Smart series. They have the Smart Comp and they have the Smart EQ and now also the Smart Reverb. Included in the studio bundle together with the Proximity and Entropy, which you can actually win. I will tell you at the end of the review how you can win the studio bundle and even more great prizes thanks to Sonible. So when we open the plugin, I see a clean interface which is scalable. Yeah, that's good. And some particles are floating around here. It has some basic features like the reverb time, pre-delay, some envelopes here and an XY pad. Let's see what happens when we put a simple clap through the reverb. The clap sounds like this. Ooh, there it is. Still sounds a bit metallic, but I guess it will change when we press the AI listen button over here. This will start the learning process. Then the reverb settings will be changed. It will adapt the characteristics of your sound. So let's see what happens. It's recording now. Oh yeah. And now we can choose what we want. Do we want a more natural sound, intimate, or rich? I think the clap should have a more rich sound. I will overdo everything so we can clearly hear what's happening. I think this is a good starting point. Maybe this will help as well when we put it to drums. So with the color knob, we can make it brighter or darker, but I think it's just good around 0. Then we have the width. Does what it says. I think it sits well there as well. And we have clarity. Clarity gives it a sort of ducking effect, as you can hear. Let me boost it a little more. So you can hear the clarity setting applies a kind of ducking to the reverb, so the actual original sounds gets more space. And then what I think is the most interesting of this plugin is that you can tweak all parameters. So you can really do some creative stuff with this plugin. So these are the frequencies here. And this is the time. And these are the damping phases. So when we move them all the way to the left, the reverb will be very quiet, very subtle. And when you move them all to the right, everything will be very extreme and long and loud. So let's try that. And with this parameters, you can make some very unrealistic, but some very creative effects. Let's see what happens. You see, almost no reverb. I will increase the time a bit. And when we do this, the low end should come through at a certain point. Yeah, you can hear it, but of course there's not too much low in this reverb. As you can hear now, the frequencies around and above 200 Hertz are being extended. So less damping. So this is really cool. This is the first time I've been able to do something with a reverb like this. And then we have these envelopes down here with which we can control the decay, which makes it even weirder. And we also have the density, which increases the amount of particles, as you can see. So it will sound even fuller, and when you decrease the line, it will sound, well, more empty. You can hear some scattering even in the sound. And we have a stereo spread, which also gives it a lot of extra space in the reverb. That's increased amount. So that's it for the clap. Let's hear one more time how it sounds in the mix. So, and as you can hear now, it's a bit, you miss the reverb when all the other sounds come in. And there is where this equalizer becomes handy. You can like open it up and give it a bit more bit. Mostly you're ending up adding an extra EQ behind the reverb or something like that to fix this kind of issue. So it's very welcome that there is a simple EQ in here to just apply some of the most needed changes. Let's focus on the piano now. I've also tried the smart reverb on there, removed all the other reverbs from the piano itself. It's a M1 piano. Well known. So let's see what the smart reverb can do here. Again, you hear this filtering of the reverb, and I think that's a really good effect to use it in a creative way. In between, you hear this nice ew sound, and that's really good for this piano, I think. I'm so sorry, I also used the same kind of effect on the vocal, but it's just a demo vocal in this case, so don't expect it to be perfectly clear. But for this purpose, it's perfect because there are a lot of pauses in between. And the smart reverb is set in this way that it cleans itself up before the next vocal shows up. So that's really awesome.
People always got something to say, but you just can't be afraid.
So you can hear exactly before the other vocal starts, it's filtering itself away, and you can't hear it in the music, but it makes it sound very clean. Also because of the clarity functionality to give this ducking effect, so the reverb ducks for the vocal.
Always follow your own way, even when you think it's all so hard.
In this case, I needed even more, so I added some automation to the send level as well to give more reverb on the ends of the vocal and not on the beginning.
The only right direction is giving where you are. People always got something to say, but you just can't.
But as you can hear, there's a lot of reverb, and it cleans itself up just before the start of the next vocal. So that's pretty cool. The Smart Reverb altogether is one of the most creative reverbs I've ever seen. It's easy to control, and you have full control. Also, don't forget the AI knob, which records and analyzes your audio and creates a tailor-made reverb within seconds. Do you want to win this plugin? Well, we have a grand prize of the complete studio bundle by Sonible and 4 winners of a Sonible plugin by choice. So let me know in the comments below why you should win and which plugin you will choose. And if you do not have a proshare.audio account yet and you are a producer, don't hesitate to create one because it's free and you can submit your demos to over 4,000 labels, and who knows, get your track released if it's good enough. Also, we offer Pro Track Assist, we offer mastering service, and we have this great community where you can talk together, where you can exchange ideas and get better all together. So, hope to see you next time. Enjoy!
People always got something to say, but you just can't be afraid.